Okay, we already completed the fourth unit. Now we are going to start the fifth unit. That is written by Jawaharlal Nehru. Very important one. That is pros, opportunities for youth. Who are youth? You are all the youth. The period between the childhood and the adulthood, whoever is there, that we call them youth. You are all young people. And about Jawaharlal Nehru, he was the first Prime Minister of India. All of you are aware. Okay, and he wrote many books, glimpses of world history, and letters to his daughter, discovery of India, and autobiography, glimpses of world history. All these things he has written, and it is a highly inspirational lesson for you. It gives lot of motivation about life. Okay, he says what is needed now. He says two things are needed. One is action and other is thought. Both things should be coordinated. It should go in integrity. Should be there. Then you will have the great success. Okay, there are so many quotations you can find in this lesson. The first thing, if you want to become success in life, you have to think very high, very big. Then he says इंटीग्रेशन. इंटीग्रेशन मीन्स मिलजुल कर रहना. इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ थॉट, जो सोच है और जो आप काम कर रहे हैं, दोनों कोऑर्डिनेट होना चाहिए. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन लाइफ. एंड थर्ड थिंग, सी द गुड इन अदर्स एंड लीव द बैड. एंड नेक्स्ट वन, यू ओवरकम ऑल द ऑब्स्टैकल्स, वॉट एवर डिफिकल्टीज, जो भी रुकावट है, जो भी डिफिकल्टीज है आपका जिंदगी में, यू कैन कम अक्रॉस, यू कैन ओवरकम. उसको पार कैसा कर सकता है? With self confidence, Atmavishwas, our hard work. If you are having these two qualities, you can succeed in life. So we'll start the lesson. All of you open page number 67. All of you open page number 67. Yeah, please follow it. So since I'm explaining full lesson, I don't want to give the short summary. You can understand. You know that once I wrote a book, I said he wrote a book called Discovery of India. I engaged in that quest. Quest means search. Long before I wrote that book, it was not just curiosity. It was not with great interest that led to the search. I was engaged in many activities. I wanted to proper reconciliation. So I want to make a proper judgment, proper reconciliation between the activity and thought. Thought without activity is abortion. See, this is a very important annotation. If you are thinking so much, I have to do like this, I have to do like this, but in action you are zero, then it is like abortion. Okay, abortion means in between something, before reaching the success, you are cutting in between, you are discontinuing it. That's called abortion. And action without thought. Okay, you are doing action, but no thought, कोई कुछ भी सोच नहीं है. That is a foolishness. See, all of you please remember this. So now second paragraph. Come to second paragraph. I think annotation is clear. What is that annotation? Thought without action is abortion. Action without thought is folly. So what does it mean? It means Nehru explains in a very clear manner how the integration of thought and action is necessary. Okay. Every action should be preceded by thought. Without thought, there is no action. So implementing the thoughts into action is very important. Okay, the whole effort will become a futile exercise if you don't have the thinking power. Everything will become into waste. So you should go hand in hand. So it is the duty of every citizen to follow, especially the youth. Now come to the second paragraph. Of course, sometimes we are doing the act without any prior thinking. Okay, but sometimes it will do. For other things you need not to depend on thought. For example, morning you will get up, you will brush your teeth, you will take bath. This, for all these things you need not to think a lot. Automatically these things are done. Automatic action. These are all morning till night. Anything which we do out of the common range of action, okay, that should be preceded by good thought. The more action and thought are allied, integrated, you should go in integrated manner. So the result will be more effective. and it will become more happy also. There will be then no inner conflict between a wish to do something and inability to act, or between thinking one way and action other. Thinking other way and acting other way, it will not give result. The happiest man, he who is thinking action, in the opinion of Jawaharlal Nehru, who is the happiest man? Whose actions and whose thinking are coordinated. Now come to third paragraph. Now it is very important. There is a question and there is a annotation. Both are there. What is happiness? Happiness, after all, inner state of mind. हमारा सोच है. Happiness मतलब हमारा सोच क्या है? It is little dependent on outside environment. It is very little depending on the outside environment. If you feel in the mind, I am happy, I am contented, I am satisfied, then you will feel happy. If you keep on comparing with others, you will not be happy. Happiness is very little to do. For instance, some of the most miserable persons I have come across in my life are the rich people. Miserable means very, जो दुखी आदमी है. Some of the most worried people. Who are those people? Rich people. It is true that poverty makes one miserable. Of course, poverty also it makes a person very worried. But in my point, that is not wealth. We cannot count the happiness with wealth. But how you can make it with the coordination of one thought and action, which removes inner conflict. Please remember this. Okay, there is a question and also there is a annotation. Both are there. Happiness has got very little to do with either the rich or poor. Some of the most miserable persons he has come across are the rich people. It is very much true that poverty makes one miserable. Of course, poverty also makes one miserable, but it is not wealth, but coordination of one thought and action which removes the conflict. Conflict means the difficulty. It is the way that integration of personality is achieved. Okay? Now, fourth paragraph. Now you can come to know wherever we have to highlight, especially for the exam point of view for annotation questions. There I will explain very very thoroughly. Other things just we will just go through. There are quite enough people in India who think that India is obviously the greatest country. Many people think that their country is own great. Okay, he says that you should not think like that. You should think that in other countries also great. We should have the pride. We should feel proud that we are great. But at the same time, other countries also think they are also good. And in our country, if we have any problems, we depend on spirituality. Spirituality means whatever the things related to God. Okay, if you go to other countries, I shall not name those countries. He is telling, fifth paragraph. You will find that people there think that their country is the best country. They are the torch bearer of civilization. They think like that. The most advanced country, the most revolutionary country. They think like that. It is natural for everyone to think that one's own country and own people. It is normal to think that my country is great. Like that. It's very common. But it is unnatural. We should not think like that. It is good to be a little proud. But it is wrong to start that. Good to be imagining that we are the highest and the best in the world. Okay, you can think that our country is great, but don't think that we are the highest, we are the best. Don't think like that. This applies not to countries, but to individuals also. This not only thinking that our country is great, our country is only the great, but individual also we should not think I am the great. Everyone has got some weakness and failures. Please remember this. Don't think that some individuals are very great. Everyone has got some failures, good and bad, good and evil. Okay, nobody is thoroughly bad also. Everyone has got something good in him, but we should try to further the good in ourselves. So when you see them, take the good. So it is given an example of Mahatma Gandhi. He had amazing qualities, he has great qualities. One of these qualities was that he managed to draw out the good in other person. The other person may have had plenty of evil. Evil means the bad things in him, but he somehow spotted the good. Jawaharlal Nehru says that Mahatma Gandhi used to take good from others and removing the bad from them, not to worry about the bad. The result was that the poor man had to try to be good. He could not help. He would feel little ashamed when he did something wrong. So, the sixth paragraph, there is an important question for you. question number 2, that is what quality of Gandhi does Nehru appreciate in the essay? Okay, Jawaharlal Nehru present a number of important ideas about the importance of coordination between words and deeds. Okay, he says example of Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi has got great qualities. According to Nehru, one of the qualities is that Mahatma Gandhi always managed to draw the good from other person. Okay, the other person may be having lot of bad things, lot of evil in him, but he somehow spotted the good and taken the good. The result was that the poor man had to be tried to be good. So this is the question. Then come to the 7th paragraph. People always seek evil in others, but nowadays what happens, everyone wants to, if you point out, everyone will say he is like that, he is like that. That's not good. This applies to nations as well as individuals. Go to a foreign country, you are likely to find many things you don't like. Are you going to spend your time finding the evil there? For example, you are going to another foreign abroad. Your duty is to find out what is bad, what is bad? No. जो आप काम के लिए जाता है वो काम करके वापस आ जाता है. And profiting yourself and others by your contact. We are all much too apt, too suitable to look at the evil in others, individuals and countries rather than good. We are habituated like that, always seeing bad in other things. Perhaps some of you know the saying in the Bible about the person who could not see the beam in his own eye and saw the mote in the other side. हमारा पास क्या गलती है हमको पता नहीं चलता, लेकिन दूसरा का गलती है पॉइंट आउट करता रहता है. I'm sorry if you think I am rambling, but this is, I might inform you in secret, a very clever attempt to get behind your mind. I am at least being frank with you. I am writing very frankly. Now this is how I wrote all the things in Discourse of India. Okay, and that is I wrote my autobiography. Autobiography means the life history written by the same person, which again was attempt to fix myself in the context of the Indian struggle. So in that he has written how the Indians fought for the independence and other things. He wrote it, and again you wrote one more book, Glimpses of World History. I'm not a historian. Okay, I do not know history. Perhaps that was all well, because there are very few historians that I know who talk intelligently about history. They are all so full of facts and figures. Okay, I wrote Glimpses of the World History in order that I might see my country and my age in my proper perspective of world history. It was by no means a deep work, but it gave my thinking the framework of world history. Having got the larger frame, I looked more closely at my own country and wrote the Discourse of India. So in the Discourse of India, he wrote about the country's past and the story of its development. He wrote. I am trying to explain to you how my thinking developed. So now the 11th paragraph onwards, again you see it's very important. How thinking is developed in the matters. The more I thought and the more I learned and the more I saw how little I know. It is very important. The more I thought and the more I learned. Okay, how much more there was to learn. One of my regrets. I feel sorry that I have no time to pursue the studies properly by reading of thinking. Sometimes I'm thinking I don't have time to read, to think, to write, because writing for me is essential and aid to thinking. Please remember, if you want to write anything, first of all you should think for it. Without thinking you cannot write. Paragraph number 12. Very important. Question number 3 and also annotation number 3. Both are in the only one paragraph. I suppose I must not complain of my present lot. What I would like you to do first of all is to think. Is giving a big advice to you. First of all, I want you to think very big. Thinking is something which does not come automatically to a person. Gossiping, just talking all unnecessarily talk, that's not thinking. Okay, that's not a thought. If you repeat something which somebody else has said, is not thought. कोई काम आप repeatedly कर रहा है, that is also not thought. सुन लीजिए आराम से. If you talk unnecessarily thing, that's called gossip with others, that is not a thinking. Other thing, whatever you are doing repeatedly, that don't consider it as a thought. I don't expect all of you to become mighty thinkers, though some of you may. Some of you become very powerful thinkers, but I would like all of you to think and develop the art of thinking. So it's very important. You must develop the art of thinking. Nothing is more helpful of thinking than reading. That reading intelligently, because thereby you get other people's thoughts. If you start reading the books or anything, then you will get the thoughts of other people. great people, and by weighing them you can think yourself. I often said that it's very unfortunate that people think and read so little nowadays. Now people are reading means not talking about reading your classroom books or your career, academic books. He's thinking all other books, everything which has got some intellect for you. Especially in India, I don't call newspaper reading is reading. He says, if you see that I am reading a newspaper, that's not called newspaper reading. But any reading, then what is reading? Which makes you think is useful reading, even if it is very good novel. So there is an annotation, great novels always make one think. So if you are reading good novels, because they are the pictures of life painted by great minds. This is the annotation, great novels always going to inspire you. Okay, this is the about life. So paragraph number 12, there is a question and there is annotation. It is very important. Then now come to the paragraph 13. If you think about now he is talking about 5-year plans. We shall require thousands of engineers and hundreds of thousands of overseers, mechanics and other technicians. If you want to plan the 5-year plans, we need lot many engineers, many professionals. The whole world is becoming more and more a world of trained people. They need to be trained in two ways. They must be trained in mind and vision also. When you train the people, you must have a vision. Vision means thinking about the future to understand the world. See, there is always a need for the engineers and scientists. He says, because they cannot fade away. Whatever talent they have got, they cannot fade away, even if the politician may fade away. See, we are the politicians. After 5 years, we may not be visible. You may not see us. But for society, engineers and scientists are very important. However, I don't think the time is near when the politician will fade away. So there is annotation number 4 you can find in this paragraph. Then 15th paragraph, you are the young. I should like you to have the pride of youth and ambition youth to do something worthwhile. Now it is the stage you are young people. You should do something great, worthwhile, very important thing and very big thing you should do it. All of you may not be genius, but some of you might yet do what. I don't think that you're all genius people, but no doubt you have got the power to do it. Okay, I don't like people who have no pride and ambition and are just slow people. I don't like the people those who are very lazy. Okay, and you should have the good aim, good ambition, good goal for life. I'm not using the words pride and ambition small personal sense. See, these words not for earning money. See, I want to earn lakhs of crores of rupees. No, I don't mean the pride of getting money, which is the silliest of all types of pride. Don't feel in that way. You should feel that when you are doing the job, the best possible manner. Whatever job you are doing, whether it is business or whether profession, whatever it may be, you should do in a very best possible manner. If you are a scientist, think of becoming a best scientist like Einstein. Just not merely only like a reader. If you are a medical man, think of some discovery which will bring healing to the human race. If you are an engineer, think something new invention. Just aiming of something big makes you big. So I already said, if you aim for something very big, that will automatically it will makes you very big. So paragraphs number 15 and 16 are very important for you. For question number 4, this is the answer. Then come to 17th paragraph. If my colleagues and I others will function on the public stage today, appear big leaders to you. Look back on now how we became so. We are not just to become leaders like that. Behind that there is a lot of hard work. We may have had some virtue and some ability, but essentially we became what we were because we had some ambition. We have become a great politicians. उसका पीछे क्या है? Because we got ambition behind it. It is not what you say that matters, but what you do. Already from the beginning onwards he is telling, आप जो बोल रहे उससे कुछ भी नहीं होता, but what you do practically, that's most important. Think before of the vast opportunities that the world offers to those who are keen of mind, strong of character and fleet of foot. Think the world is offering so many chances, so many opportunities. For whom? Not for the lazy people. For the people those are very much think about and they're very much good in character. Think the opportunities that India offers. I know better than you of the difficult problems of India, the suffering and misery of numberless people. We are trying to meet those problems and solve them. Not by magic, but by strong will and hard work. I know in India we got so many problems. People are having poverty and other things. We want to come across that. How we can come? There is no magic. but only thing, by strong will and hard work we can do it. It takes time and perseverance. This is not one day work. It needs lot of time and continuation to do big things. It will not to do faint hearted. If you are very weak hearted, you cannot do any such things. Okay. Then one meets with failure occasionally. Sometimes you may get failures in life, but one are there to go on. But don't be worried about the failures. You should go on, keep on going without thinking about the failures. Success does not come suddenly. Don't expect overnight you can get success, or without any setbacks. Setbacks means without any failures. So if you want to have great success, you have to undergo some difficulties. You have to undergo sometimes some failures. Overnight, suddenly you don't get success. You have these great opportunities in India. So finally conclude the lesson that you have the opportunities which you have to avail. Prepare yourself for them. You be ready to prepare for the opportunities what India is going to give you. Grow strong in mind. This is very important. Your mind should be very strong, and your body and mind, because you are young, you should be very strong. Have the inner urge, inner desire. Urge means desire. You should have the desire inside your heart, inside your conflict. What is that? To do big things. And I have no doubt that you will do. Finally, what he says, I have no doubt in that. Certainly you are going to do very big things and you will become great. Okay? You will do the big things. This is a small inspirational lesson written by Jawaharlal Nehru. And we have, as usual, we got 4 annotations and 4 questions. Out of these 4 questions, the first question is very important. What is happiness according to Jawaharlal Nehru? That I already explained to you very clearly. Then he said about Gandhi, how Gandhi used to see all the good in other people and leaving the bad. That is also important question. And whereas annotations are concerned, the first annotation and the third annotation, both are very important. Thought without action is abortion, action without thought is folly. Then third, great novels always make one thing, because they are pictures of life painted by great minds. Because he says the reading is very important. Reading means not normal reading, not reading the newspaper and all. Reading the books which are written by the great people. So you can also become great, because the great minds will write the great books. Then other some grammar points are there that we'll discuss later. Okay. And I will send the question answers and annotations. When you receive it, please maintain the notes. Don't keep in the laptop and your mobile phones, because it will be very difficult for you to read from the mobile. The PDF is meant, I am going to check your notes also later on. So now itself, without any laziness, first leave the laziness, be punctual. Whenever you